Hi there and welcome to your Elvis Guide. Today we're going to dive into the Elvis Christmas albums from Europe.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, that's right, Elvis Presley.
Hi there and welcome to your Elvis Guide. This very special Christmas episode. It's the time of year, and what else can we discuss than Elvis Christmas records? And for this year's Christmas video, I thought I'd dive into the 1980s Christmas records that were released in Europe. Those are the records I grew up on. And there has been a very large variety of records on different labels, and today I'm going to share that with you. So let's dive into it. 1980 brought us this beauty. It's a budget release, a Camden release, and I will put all the details in the screen. But so you can see it's on the Camden label. It's assumed to be from around 1979, 1980, probably 1981. Okay, so this is basically the CDS 1155, the 1975 Christmas album from the UK that you can find everywhere on every flea market, but in a new jacket. And it's a real nice jacket. And well, I'm not going to say that this version is rare, you can easily find it, but it's a very nice copy, and it's a nice find. It's nice to have in the collection. So welcome in my family living room, by the way. So welcome. You are a guest in my family living room with the family Christmas tree. So I thought I'd share that with you to get into the Christmas spirit. Next one is this stunning copy, stunning cover. It's of the 1957 UK Elvis Christmas album. This one is from 1981, and it's on the green RCA International label. And the records on the green RCA International label from in the early 80s from the UK are known for their excellent sound quality, and that's because most of them were mastered by Bob Jones, the legendary sound engineer. So you can really count on this record to be back to mono again, and it's glorious mono. It sounds excellent. I just checked, but there's no Bobbin Jones in the deadlocks of my copy, nor any credit for the master, but it sounds excellent. And that's the case with all those 1981 UK releases. (1982). Another stunning cover. I don't know if you recognize the photo of Elvis in the yellow jacket. That was from a shoot from 1965. Elvis was photographed in Graceland for a home design magazine, a local Memphis home design magazine. I've forgotten which one it was, but actually he was sitting on the sofa somewhere in Graceland, and they took that to be the main picture for this gorgeous A Merry Christmas from Elvis Presley in all Christmas-like letters. This is a record that has a sentimental value for me because it's from the Netherlands, and it's a record I grew up on. This is probably one of the first Christmas albums I've done, and this is in track listing similar, completely similar to the 1971 The Wonderful World of Christmas album. Let me show you the label. RCA International, it's a Dutch production. Yeah. It's my original copy actually, but still. Played it to death, but didn't show. So now, 1982 is of course also the year that brought us this album, Elvis Memories for Christmas. This is the German version, and like you may know from previous videos, the Germans transitioned to a black label in the mid-80s, and in 1982 this record was released. On an early version of that black label. Hope you can see it. I've now been collecting the black labels with the silver ring, and this Memories of Christmas with the black label and the silver ring from 1983 on to 1989, I think, is very, very hard to find. So if you have a copy and you don't need it, I would be very glad with just send me an email or a notification on Facebook. Well, the Brits had a similar record. They had Memories of Christmas, but later on in the 80s they came with exact the same cover design. It won't seem like Christmas without you. And as I will show you, the track listing is completely different from Memories of Christmas, the 1982 album that was also released in the United States and all over Europe. So it had the long overdue blue Elvis label, which was mainly used in 1979 and up to into the early 80s, but you can see that this is a copy with the Elvis 50th anniversary sticker, so that must be distributed around 1984, 1985. The track listing. It won't seem like Christmas without you. On a snowy Christmas night, if every day was like Christmas, where no one stands alone, so a gospel. I'll be home on Christmas Day. If we never meet again a gospel. The Wonderful World of Christmas, and then He Touched Me. So 3 gospels and a bunch of Christmas songs. That's side 1. Side 2, Merry Christmas Baby. and that's the complete Merry Christmas Baby, has also been released on Memories of Christmas, so the long version. I think it was a 8 or 9 minute version. Then Reach Out to Jesus, again a gospel. If I Get Home on Christmas Day, His Hand in Mine, again a gospel. O Come All Ye Faithful, Holy Leaves and Christmas Trees, and then Christmas Message from Elvis, Silent Night. So there were songs selected from Memories for Christmas, but it's altogether a very different selection. Only released in the UK. 1984, of course, was the year when the first Elvis CDs were released, and I will probably make an episode on those first Elvis CDs pretty soon, in the upcoming weeks. But the very first Elvis Christmas album released on CD was this compilation, Merry Christmas, and this is the European release with the ND prefix. It looks like this. And actually this CD is quite rare because in 1985 RCA in the USA and in Japan released the Elvis Christmas album with the original artwork and in sublime sound quality. So this release was only released in 1984 and deleted. So it's pretty hard to find, and these are pretty expensive to buy. What's on it? I'll Be Home for Christmas, White Christmas, Blue Christmas, Santa Claus is Back in Town, Merry Christmas Baby, O Come All Ye Faithful, The First Noel, O Little Town of Bethlehem, Silent Night, and Peace in the Valley. So somewhat an even mix of 50s and 70s Christmas songs. Great rarity to have. 1985 would have been a magical year. Elvis would have turned 50 that year, and to celebrate that, RCA in Europe re-released the entire Elvis catalog with the 50th anniversary hype sticker. So also the UK version, for the UK market, the UK version of Elvis Christmas album got a re-release. This is the 1985 version for the UK market. On the black label with the silver ring, and I think it's now a year or 1.5 ago that I started collecting all the reissues on this particular label, and I've counted 158, and I'm now only 15 short, so I'm still looking for 50 records in the entire series to be complete. Work in progress. Elvis Christmas album, it's again in glorious mono. We all know that by 1984 and 1985, RCA in the USA re-released the original Elvis Christmas album with the booklet and on green vinyl. So did RCA in Europe. So this is it. Again, the black label with the silver ring and shiny green vinyl. I really love it. Elvis Christmas album, another version, because the album in Europe wasn't only released on green vinyl, but also on black vinyl. Same catalog number, again the black label with the silver ring. Like I said, in 1985 RCA released almost the entire Elvis catalog, re-released the entire Elvis catalog on the black label with the silver ring. So we also saw this one. The 1970 release of Elvis Christmas album with Mama Like the Roses and If Every Day Was Like Christmas, of course. Again, on the black label with the silver ring. This one is somewhat harder to find of all these albums. And then also The Wonderful World of Christmas, and you can see that in Germany they didn't copy the US design with all the Christmas symbols, but they took a nice picture, a nice portrait of Elvis from The Trouble with Girls and put that into a Christmas theme, and that works wonderfully well, I feel. So this is not 1985 reissue, but here you have the black label with the silver ring, and inside the old European RCA logo with the Thunderbolt. Hope you can see that. And that indicates that it's from around 1989, 1990. In 1987, I Wish You a Merry Christmas was released all over Europe, and well, it's basically how do you call that, a double package of Elvis 50s Christmas album on the first record and Elvis 70s Christmas album on the second vinyl. Again, on the German black label with the silver ring. It's a gorgeous copy, unplayed. And by then, by 1987, vinyl albums were also released on CD. So I Wish You a Merry Christmas on CD from 1987, again with the ND prefix, so European release. The artwork with a photo of Elvis in concert. Well, it is I think it's from, was it Jackson? From Jackson, Mississippi, 1975, of course, probably. It was also on the back of the 2 LP set. And then the final vinyl I wanted to share with you is this. Looks similar, right? Well, this is a special edition 1 LP set of I Wish You a Merry Christmas. And like you can read over here, it was a special edition for Axochemie. That's a chemical plant in the Netherlands, probably to give to relations and to employees. Here you can see the backside with again the 1975 Elvis in his black Phoenix jumpsuit. Santa Claus is back in town, White Christmas. Here comes Santa Claus, I'll be home for Christmas, Blue Christmas, Santa, bring my baby back. So on side 1, all 50s Christmas songs. And on side 2, On a Snowy Christmas Night, Winter Wonderland, Merry Christmas Baby, Silver Bells, and I Believe. So 4 70s Christmas songs and then a 50s gospel. A bit of an uneven compilation, but like I said, a special production. Although it's not very hard to find over here in the Netherlands, so it must have been quite a substantial production. Again, on the black label with the silver ring. So, these were the Christmas albums from Europe that I wanted to share with you. In the upcoming weeks, I will work on some other theme-related videos from vinyl from the 80s, from Europe mainly, different labels, complete series. Which I hope you enjoy, and but for now, let me wish you all the best for the new year and have a great Christmas with your family, and I wish you a very happy new year in great health, and well, hope to see you with the next video. Bye.
Elvis has left the building. I've told you absolutely straight up to this point, you know that he has left the building. He left the stage and went out the back with the policeman, and he is now gone from the building.